Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Some days back, the prominent clergy had told Nigerians about the issue of having a plan B. That as he speaks, his wife is actually doing something about the plan B. Peradventure, Nigeria eventually goes up in flames. But as we speak, UN have decided to talk to Nigerians over what is going on in the country called Nigeria, and the implications if eventually it is allowed to degenerate to where like most Nigerians are not looking out for. Before we go into the news report to find out what it is that may be the side effect or the adverse effect of whatever it is we are agitating for, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Where the United Nations has warned youth not to work against the interest of the country, saying the world won't be able to accommodate 240 million Nigerians as migrants should the country implode. Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, that's Mrs. Amina Mohammad, who said this in a statement signed by National Information Officer, UN Office, Nigeria, Oluseyi Seremekun, cautioned Nigerian youths to start building the country with their God-given skills and talents. She spoke against the backdrop of the roles youth played in the #EndSARS protest that eventually turned destructive following the hijack of the protest by hoodlums, as well as the stringent attacks on the country by young Nigerians on social media. The statement titled, "Be Proud of Nigeria, Don't Condemn Her, Don't Lose Hope." It reads, "You have got education, you have the tools, and you have a huge future ahead of you, and you are condemning yourself before you start on that journey. Do not do that. Be proud of Nigeria, your country. Do not condemn her, and do not lose hope. If you think Nigeria is worse than better, then how are you going to turn it around? If you do not want to build this nation, I do not know where you want to go. I can assure you, the world is not ready to take 240 million Nigerians. Therefore, let's think about how to salvage it together." Mohammed was quoted as charging youth. On youth who were quick to compare Nigeria with other countries, Mohammed urged them to compare Nigeria with other countries with equal population and that had independence at the same time with Nigeria. Okay. Do not compare apples with oranges, she added. The Deputy Secretary General, who was former Minister of Environment, stated further, "Whilst I agree that the potential of this country has not been fully met by successive governments, I disagree with the view that there is no hope. I disagree with total condemnation of Nigeria. Nigeria is a great country, it's a great nation, and the best on earth. With every right comes an obligation to tell the truth, but the truth in many cases come in different colors depending on who is telling it. As an educated person, your statement has an impact on people's lives. Some people take you seriously because you're educated and in the university." The Deputy Secretary General urged them to be sure of their statements and always weigh the implications of their words, noting that there were opportunities to collectively make things better in Nigeria. Young people must get involved. There is no reason to throw stones at any institution of government unless you're willing to get into that government and do something about it. It might take you a lifetime, but it does require people to make the sacrifice. If enough of us are pushing in the right direction, there will be a big difference, the United Nations Deputy Scribe said. Recall that the United Nations Secretary Antonio Guterres had also, in the aftermath of the #EndSARS protest, warned against issues that could disintegrate the country and create refugee problems for Africa and the world. Now, this is interesting. Remember, she's looking at she actually compared a lot of things. Let's look at this objectively. She said 240 million Nigerians. Let's be truthful. If anything happens to Nigeria now, all borders will be closed against the Nigerian borders. All the countries that share borders with Nigeria will definitely close it because it's going to be an invasion. A lot of Nigerians who want to cross over to the next country. The question is, would they allow it? They also have limited resources as well, so they may not want to do that. But she said quite a lot of things. She said the youth should get involved. The youth should not use the social media to condemn the country. Should be patriotic and lovely charge, I must say, very lovely charge. But also, ma'am, he should also look at the sufferings of the youth. He said something. She said something which I like. You say if you want to compare Nigeria with countries that have the same population and that had independence about the same time we have. Now that streamlines it, makes it very difficult then, because if you want to go by it, we can barely compare Nigeria to any country in Africa, because we're actually the most populous black nation even in the whole world. Okay, and we are the most populous, so which means the whole of Africa, we can't even compare Nigeria with any country in Africa. And that leads us to comparing ourselves to other parts of the country of the world. But then, if you want to compare Nigeria with United States, United States have been in existence way long before Nigeria independence was even better. So, which means we're not even in the same league with the United States. Going by population, even the same thing with China. All right, but going also by population. Now that leaves us. That means we are in our own league on our own level, which means by population we can be compared to other counterparts. By independence as well, also cannot be compared to other counterparts. That leaves us very unique. But at this rate, the level of looting is getting high. They keep telling the youth that don't worry, tomorrow, the youth of tomorrow. The youth of tomorrow have become today. They are now adults of today, but there are still no spaces for them in the terms of affair. In politics, we have very limited ones. The little ones that even became youthful that entered the politics, that their own became even a bit worse. Like the other young man the other time that looked at Nigerian youth and called them children on social media. And these are the things we're talking about. If at this level you're looking at your fellow colleague, your fellow youthful person, and you're calling them children, then what do you expect of adults or grown men that have been in the system that have even respecting the youth for a while now? Now, if you look at the level of employment, there's no security. So if you're telling the youth, okay, you're educated, you're learned, use your talent, you can give credence, give kudos to the likes of Whiskey, Davido, Burna Boy, and the rest of them. You can give credence to the Mikel Obis. They are flying the flag of Nigeria very high. You can give credence that a whole lot of them, Tiwa Savage, they've been doing Nigeria proud with their talents and their skills. But the country itself needs also to propagate and promote the country. What do I mean? By giving the basic amenities like good roads, security. Nigerians can't give themselves security. They pay taxes. The reason why they pay taxes is so that these things will be provided for. Good roads, good water securities and all that. They're not there. They're not there. And that's why you see the youth clamoring, protesting. Now, all those protests they made, have they looked into it? So that there will not be a next time to that protest. If you said, okay, we are clamoring for better policing, better welfare for the security personnel, have they gotten the better welfare for the security personnel? Are the security personnel, are they enjoying better welfare? Is the country and if okay, they will always say the issue of provision of job, the government cannot provide job. Give an enabling environment. Private individuals will provide jobs for the youth, STEM youth that are growing every day. Because if you do not engage these youth, they will engage themselves. Let's go wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section. What's the take on what the UN representative also from